With that being done, let's start by exploring the historical Old Town. The historic district is considered the heart of Quito and was the first city named by UNESCO World Heritage Site. So we'll start our journey right here at the heart of Quito at the Grand Plaza. This historic plaza is considered the most beautiful of all in South America. And behind it is also the presidential palace of Ecuador. This is a central square of the city and one of the symbols of the executive power of the nation. Its main feature is a monument to the independent hero of August 10, 1809, dated remembered as the first crown independence of the loyal audience of Quito from Spanish monarchy. Initially, it was just an esplanade of packed dirt that was placed in a water source to supply the vital liquid to the neighborhoods. In the year 1612, when the power of the city moved to the area around the Plaza Grande, they decided to call it this way for being the largest at the time. If you got sins to confess, you can do so at the Monastery of La Concepcion, located next to the presidential palace. The monastery is considered the oldest in Quito, and since its inception has been part of Franciscan order. Founded in 1577, the church and convent were built in the 17th centuries. Their patron saint is Our Lord of Good Success. Two apparitions and miracles are attributed. On the Candelarias, February the 2nd, people carry candles to be blessed. The cloister also opened its door on Christmas Eve. Oh, let's talk about another church. Just one more, I promise. The church and the convent of St. Francis is a 16th century Roman Catholic church. Together, the church and convent encompass 3 hectares, including 13 cloisters, 3 churches, and a large courtyard. Not only its religious significance, but the largest architectural ensemble among the historical statue of the colonial Latin America. So I'm heading up to the statue of the Virgin, and it costs 25 cents by bus actually. The sign is actually either 208 or the sign could say the center of the world. I'll show you. It's not that difficult. On the base of Virgin of Quito statue, you'll get a breathtaking panoramic view of Quito's. On the weekends, there's also live entertainment, all free. Not to mention local cheap eats, including local style popsicles to keep you hydrated. It's really hot out here, and Quito is really hot, so one of the things I recommend is to grab one of these freshly made real fruit ice popsicle sticks. Only 25 cents? It's actually not bad. Yeah. After all that sugar, I got high, with an even higher goal in mind. So to go up to visit the statue, it costs $1. I don't want to argue with them. Usually I get into these places free. So the second level is dedicated to showcasing the history of the construction of this statue. Initially, the Virgin of Quito is a wooden sculpture that was commissioned in 1734 as a 2-meter-high sculpture that is derived from the biblical description of women of apocalypse. This particular virgin became a popular cult image, which is venerated via innumerable replicas throughout the northern Andes. Now, of course, the third level, the beautiful view of the Quito. Also fresh air here, so which is really nice. A nice change. There are countless large and small devotional images of Virgin throughout Latin America, replicating the famed original sculpture in the Church of San Francisco. The largest being this statue called the Virgin of Panecillo, the local consider as a guardian of Quito. The statue made from 7,400 pieces of aluminum and being 200 meters tall and completed in 1975 overlooking the hills of Quito. After getting blessed by the Virgin, it's time to hop onto a direct public bus to the center of the world, literally. Along the downhill, there's many viewpoints for those of you who love taking selfies. By the way, the ride takes about an hour and costs about 25 cents. Here you go. After like an hour of bus ride, we made it to the monument and it is right over there. Once I get there, I lost interest after learning that there is no hot chicks there. Actually, the real reason is it costs $5, long lineup, and actually it's 200 meters away from the equator line. But just 3 minutes walk away, there is an Interneon Solar Museum. It is an intriguing and family-friendly museum about Ecuadorian ancient civilizations and obviously to learn about the magnetic lines.
Guarani are indigenous that live in the north side of the Ecuadorian Amazon in the Yasuri National Park, one of the most diverse places in the whole world. And of course, these people are still living like that. So if you want to enter to these communities, it's better to ask permission first. And we have to go with local guides. The chief of the community has bigger holes in their ears, and according to the size, you will see how important they are.
This is also where you get to see traditional Ecuadorian way of life.
Wow. That lady in the picture, she was the owner of this house. So this is not a replica. And what we want to see is how the houses are built. And look, this is bamboo of altitude, carrizo, which make it so resistant, earthquake proof, and also thermic, so the temperatures inside are cooler, at night it's going to be warmer. But this is not complete if you don't have guinea pigs. They will be so important for the indigenous cosmovision. First, it's their meat. They eat it for important celebrations. They have it in their homes because they can feel like bad energies of visitors that come in the house. They believe that they will be noisy when it's somebody coming with bad energy to the house. Those are the beliefs here in the Andes. It's that Ki means middle and Tu means earth. This was called Quito. And the local people who lived here on the equator, they already knew about it.
One of the fascinating exhibits includes a replica of a burial site for the pre-Inca era.
When the people at the time died, they would be buried in a fetal position, and the bodies will be always inside the pots. Because what they want to represent here is how we are in the womb of our mother. If you want to buy.
I also got a warning not to piss in the Amazon River.
Because it's attracted to the ammonia of our urine, and when these are so little and tiny, they go in our urethra, they open their valves, and we need to take it out, surgery.
Now, this all sounds interesting, but I'm not leaving until I get a physics lesson on the center of the Earth.
This is an example of how...
The guy also showed me some interesting experiments. Basically, water will naturally flow in different clockwise directions depending on the side of the equator.
And once you're farther to the north side,
the conflicting gravitational pull from the north and the south supposedly make it difficult to walk in the straight line along the actual equator. Balancing an egg on a tiny pedestal is easier on the equator because the yolk falls straight to the bottom inside the shell. I'm totally exhausted, but let's fuel up before heading home. If you are adventurous, considering trying one of the local favorites, our roasted guinea pigs.
They put some dressing on it, and then they stick it on this stick, and then they put the stick right into the oven.
These animals play a significant part in everyday life of Ecuadorians as they reproduce rapidly and need a minimum of food and care to survive. They make for a high-protein meal, especially for population living at high altitude. If you are scared, no worries. There's a lot of choices when it comes to street food, costing only $1. So cheap.
So if you want to taste variety type of meat, the best way to go is get one of those skewers. They have chicken, sausages. I think they also have pineapples at the same time. And it smells actually really nice.
For full dinner, I got you covered.
Over here, if you go to a side street, you get a meal like this. Basically, you get a soup, a drink, and also a barbecue chicken for $2.75 or so. Yeah, it's not really that much.
That is how I ended my day, so have a good night and rest. Because next day, we are going to visit Charles Darwin in the Galapagos. It's only 900 kilometers away from the mainland Ecuador.